Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Guys, if you've been trying to lose that big ass stomach, whether you want to have a flat stomach, you want to have abs, or if you just want to get rid of love handles, never do these things I'm getting ready to share with you. I see a lot of folks I'm really proud of some of y'all because I know some of y'all are really trying. You know, I have no sympathy for people who are not trying at all. But if you trying to diet and you trying to exercise and you like, God damn, I'm doing all this hard work and I still don't see no results, I feel your pain and frustration. I do. I can understand how a person can be frustrated and discouraged if they feel like they're doing everything right and it's not working. And so these are the things you never want to do. All right, so we'll go run through this list. I got a list of 7. All of these are equally as important. So lock in, take notes on this. All right, very, very important stuff. The first thing you never want to do, guys, I do about 60 to 80, sometimes close to 100 calls, game plan calls on a monthly basis for people who want me to help them. I don't take on everybody. Everybody don't always be qualified, but I do notice a lot of them are doing these same exact things I'm getting ready to share with you. Okay, and so number 1, snacking all day. All right, stop snacking throughout the entire day and not eating any food. Okay, if you're just snacking but you're not eating breakfast, you're not eating lunch. Sometimes you eat dinner, sometimes you don't. You just have one big old ass meal at the end of the day. Guys, this is a recipe for disaster. When you're snacking all day, it's a couple of things that happen. I'm gonna unpack this. If you're just snacking all day, it's hard to keep track of everything you're eating. It's hard to, who in the hell want to track every single snack that they about to put in their stomach, in their mouth, if they trying to track it on MyFitnessPal? You tell me every time you eat a snack from breakfast, from when you wake up all the way until dinner, you could easily be snacking on 5 or 6 different things, or snacking 5 or 6 different times throughout the day, okay? And you thinking, man, it ain't that much, it don't look like it that much. Man, the calories add up fast as hell. You could easily eat 1,000 to 2,000 calories in just snacks, trail mix, crackers, hot Cheetos, Cheez-Its. This is what I be seeing folks be snacking on. If you're doing this, man, I'm telling you, it's making your stomach big. It's making it really hard for you to lose weight. And so instead, what you want to do, you want to develop more structure. Okay? Because without having that structure, this is how some people develop binge eating disorders. Because you're just snacking, so you're not really satisfied at all throughout the day. You just got something to give you a little bit of energy. By the end of the day, you hungry as hell. Now you inhaling the food. Now you can't even maintain structure on how much you need to eat because you just like, man, I am hungry. I'm not even thinking with my head no more. I'm thinking with my stomach because you're starving. All right, which causes binge eating disorders. This is why I talk about the 3-2-1 diet. All right, 3-2-1 stands for 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner. Those are your most important meals. And then you have the 2 and 3-2-1, which is 2 snacks, and then you have the 1, which is 1 cheat meal a week. Okay, you follow that right there along with some structure around knowing your calorie intake and your protein intake. You will lose weight. Okay, that's number 1. Stop snacking all day. Number 2, I used to be like this a while back. I used to work out all the time, y'all. Grew up playing football. I moved with my dad when I was about 13 years old. And as I got older, I would still always work out, but I found myself working out just to eat whatever I wanted to eat. Working out just so I could go get me a cheeseburger from my bad, y'all. The phone did something. It said I made some type of hand gesture. It just paused. I don't know. Anyway, that's iPhone for you. But yeah, so I would work out, go beast mode in the gym. I'd be doing football drills and everything, doing my bench press, doing my abs and doing my triceps. And I would leave and go to Five Guys, Shake Shack, Pizza Hut. Go get me a big ass box of Oreos with like the 3 rows of Oreos. It got so bad, y'all, I didn't even just eat the regular Oreos no more. I was like, man, they got the double stuff? Boy, I gotta get the double stuff. And then I'd be like, man, I'm just going to eat like 3 or 4 Oreos, and I eat a whole damn row in a day, in the evening. And then it got so bad, I started eating a row or 2. Guys, this food that we're eating, it can be very addictive, guys. Don't act like I'm the only one. Somebody know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all, you did it yesterday. You're doing it right now while you listen to the podcast. But anyway, you cannot outwork poor nutrition habits, guys. You can't. You can have the best training routine ever, known to man. You can have an in-person trainer if you wanted to. A lot of people, like before I just started doing coaching the way I do now, I spent a decade doing in-person training. And I had some coaching clients, like some in-person training clients, faithful. They worked out, they trained with me for years. And this is one of the parts that I hated as a trainer is they relied on just me training them, but they didn't want to eat right. And so here I am, I'm looking at dude with that big old ass stomach for years. I'm like, damn, you making me look bad. When somebody, oh yeah, how long you been training with Jay? Oh man, Jay, how long you been training? About 4 years? I'm like, yeah, it's been about 4 years. And then the person like, well damn, why you still got that big old ass stomach though? And now I look bad because they ass don't want to eat right. You got the best training that they can get, but they ain't eating right. And so that's why they still had that big old ass stomach. Stop doing that, okay? Number 3, procrastination. I see this happens to so many people. I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start that training routine next week. Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to happen next month. Man, boy, 2025, my year. It's going to happen this year. I'm going to finally lose this big ass stomach, Coach Jay. I love how you say lose that big ass. It's going to happen this year. But they always pushing it back. Oh, Coach, I just don't have the finances right now. I'll start in a couple of months. You always pushing it off. Y'all, that's the pushing it off person. And they never get started. And the only thing, what happens is certain points in their life where they get triggered. They may see a photo of themselves and they're like, damn, that's me? I don't even look like myself no more. They done gained so much weight. Damn, my clothes don't fit no more. They go to the doctor. Doc, I got to get on the pre-diabetic, type 2 diabetic medication. That's when they start kind of waking up. But get what they say then. Now I'll start next week. I'll start next month. You can't do that, man. It ain't going to never be a perfect time. It's never going to be a perfect situation. Life is always going to be lifing. Even as a coach, y'all, life be lifing for me on a daily basis. You just got to start. The more you procrastinate, the less likely it's going to happen. I want to give y'all an example because this happens not even just like we're getting results, but just like in the evening time. Let's say I'm having a stressful day and I know I need to go ahead and cook a meal. But I'm like, I just want to chill on this couch for a minute, man. My brain kind of tired, man. I just want to chill. The longer I wait and procrastinate to go ahead and cook that meal, the more I just be like, oh, hell no, man. I'm about to go to Waffle House. I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A. Now I'm about to just go get me some fast food. That's not the best food to be eating, though. You see what I'm saying? But had I not procrastinated and went ahead and cooked the food, I wouldn't have gotten to a point where I was like, man, boy, I'm so hungry, I can't even think straight. I can't even think about cooking. That's what happened when I procrastinate. And so I know not to procrastinate. I know some of y'all ass go through the same thing, though. We ain't gonna talk about that. I know y'all been going through the same thing, though. Y'all just don't want to say it. You just too ashamed to say it. I'm gonna keep it real with you, though. That's number 3. Number 4, relying on willpower. Guys, fat loss, weight loss, losing the stomach is not a game of willpower. It is a game of structure. The people who have a plan are most likely to succeed. You could have 2 people in the gym. The person who's just, oh, I'm about to go work out. What you gonna do? Man, I'm probably gonna do some sit-ups. I'll probably see somebody in there doing something cool that I might like. Or no, you know, I seen something on Instagram the other day I'm gonna try out. Guys, that's how you get inconsistent results. That's how you be in the gym for hours. That's how you be working out for not weeks, but months, sometimes years, but still don't look like your ass work out because you're winging it. Guys, you can't wing it and just rely on willpower and be like, oh, I'm working out hard. You walk out the gym sweating. Oh boy, I got me a good one in today. Oh, I'm sore. I'm definitely getting some results if I'm sore. I'm pretty sure we've all seen somebody who be sweating their ass off in the gym, still look the same way that they did a year ago. Be getting sore and all, still don't got no results. Still don't have no results. Stomach still super big. Super big. They don't have a big stomach. They have a big old ass stomach. I'm telling you, man, you got to start focusing on having structure with what you're doing. Not just in the gym, but also with your nutrition. I talk to so many folks. Some of y'all are eating healthy. I could tell you're focusing on being mindful with what you're eating. I just spoke to a guy earlier. He's like, yeah, man, this is what I eat. Because on my game plan calls, I ask people what they're eating throughout the day so I can understand their situation. Most of the time, not all the time, they're being mindful of what they're eating. You know, they're eating the chicken, the fish, the steaks, the vegetables, the fruits. Some of they might just be want to say that so it don't sound too bad because they see me listening and looking at their ass like, damn, you eating that? You already know you got a big ass stomach. You eating junk food all the time. But anyway, I say all that to say you have to have structure on both sides with the nutrition and the training. Nutrition structure looks like, what is your calorie intake? What are you eating? Like, how much are you eating on a daily basis? If you don't know, of course your weight go fluctuate because you don't even know how much you're eating. Like, it's simple as that. You got to know how much you're eating, man. Number 5. I've been seeing this in a lot lately. You have a day of eating junk food. You have some big ass stomach behavior. That's what I call it. You just splurging, just eating what you want to. You full already and you still eating. So you feel guilty, right? Feel guilty after doing that. The next day, you fast the whole damn day, right? And then the next day, you might fast a little bit, but then you go right back into trying to eat a little healthy, halfway healthy, and then you end up binge eating again. You end up having a big old ass meal again. Guys, if you're gonna fast. Like, there's different structures around how to fast. You could do a 16-8 fast. You could do the 5-2 fast. You could do the OMAD fast, the 1 meal a day fast. But it has to be routine. It has to be something that's going to get you to where you want to be at. I was talking to one of my coaching clients, Ann. Shouts out to Ann, down 104 pounds. Shouts out. Coaching clients getting it in. She said early on, when she was like in her early 20s, she could get away with eating junk food and then fasting, and then the weight would come back off. But then she was like, as she got older, she would try to do the same thing, and she was like, that weight was sticking. It wasn't going nowhere. That's what's happening to some of y'all ass. You try to do the same shit you did when you was younger, in your teens and your early 20s. Now it ain't working like it used to work no more. Now that belly fat is belly fatting. It's getting bigger because your ass is not eating the right way, okay? Eating junk food and then fasting, that is not a diet. That is an eating disorder. Stop doing that, okay? Because especially if the weight ain't going down and your weight is continuing to go up and you still doing that, you're doing something wrong. At some point, you got to wake up and be like, man, if I keep doing this, shit go get worse. If I keep doing what I've been doing, it's going to get worse. I got to do something different. All right? So that's number 5. I got 2 more. All right? Stay tapped in now. I'm giving y'all some game. Stay tapped in. Number 6, you're seeking to be coddled versus being held accountable. You're seeking to be coddled versus being held accountable. I see this a lot when people, and this is not the only way, but some people, they say, oh, I need me an in-person trainer. What the hell the in-person trainer go do that a coach can't do? The in-person trainer, they go be right there counting your reps. Now, if you're somebody, you don't know how to do a squat, you don't know how to do a push-up, you don't know how to do the exercises properly, yeah, maybe you need an in-person trainer for a couple of months. And that way you have that foundation of knowing how to do the exercises right. But that still don't mean you need that trainer. A lot of people use a trainer as a way of being coddled. Oh, well, if I go in there, I know I'm going to have to do it. Well, what happens when you start having a trainer? When you don't have a trainer anymore, what are you going to do? You go just stop and go back to your old lifestyle? What's going to happen? that stomach will come right on back. The weight will go right back on up. You see what I'm saying? That's not what you want to do. Instead, you want to have somebody who's going to hold you accountable to your goals and hold you accountable to certain habits that are going to allow you to accomplish your goals. This is why I do coaching. Like, guys, I was still doing in-person training when I started my coaching business. And I started noticing that my coaching clients were getting better results than my in-person clients. And it pissed me off. I'm like, this don't even make sense. I'm trading more time being in person with clients and they not even getting the results. And because guys, of course, yes, I'm in business. I got to make money. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, I want to see my clients winning. I want to see them succeed. And as I started to get more online coaching clients and I make the nutrition, make the workout plan, I got coaching clients dropping 30 pounds in 3 months. One of my guys about 2-3 years ago named John Thomas, he dropped 48 pounds in 4 months. And that was like the nail in the coffin for me. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen this guy a day in my life in person. He's gotten better results than any of my in-person clients. And I've never seen them. A lot of people try to use the in-person trainers as a way of getting coddled, but they still be big as hell. Some of them do be getting it in and putting in the work, you know what I'm saying? But the overwhelming majority of people, they just want to have somebody right next to them. That's it. They just want to be coddled. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to not just get results, but you want to keep the results, you want to lose weight and keep it off, you're going to have to build the right habits. You're going to have to build discipline. You're going to have to build the right routines. And you're going to have to build a lifestyle that you can sustain. This is what I do with my coaching clients now. I'm not expecting for them to stay with me forever. I want to give them the tools to get the results. And so I show off their before and after photos. We do testimonial videos and podcasts and things like that. And then I look up a couple of months, a year or two later, I see they still had a weight off when I see their profiles on social media. Or I shoot them a text, like, hey man, how everything going? Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good, man. I appreciate you so much, man. I've been teaching these things to my kids, and man, my kids been losing weight. My kids healthy. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to expect to be with a coach or a trainer forever. Now, if you are with a coach or a trainer forever, it's because you want the accountability, not to be coddled. All right? There's a big difference. That's number 6. Last one, number 7. You have to stop focusing on hacks. I see a lot of y'all focusing on hacks over habits. A hack. Man, I just need to do this, what they call it? I just need to do these fat burner pills, don't I? The fat burner pills work, don't they? Man, I need to do the apple cider vinegar to lose my stomach, don't I? Guys, apple cider vinegar is like $4 or $5. Do you really think that they would charge $4 or $5 for apple cider vinegar if it solved that big of a problem? Belly fat is a big problem. Not just from an appearance and just image standpoint, but also health. A lot of people start developing high blood pressure, heart disease, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, because they have excess belly fat. Erectile dysfunction, because they have excess belly fat. You think they just go charge you at $5? Y'all know the world we live in America, and it's capitalism at its best. They go charge you based on the value that's gonna bring you. And $5, you get what you pay for. That's why some of y'all been doing apple cider vinegar for years, still ain't lost their big ass stomach. Guys, it takes way more than that. Stop focusing on the hacks. Stop focusing on I gotta use the sauna suit to work out and sweat. Guys, you ain't burning no fat doing that. You just sweat. Once you go out and drink you a little bit of water, that water weight coming right on back. Stop it. Start focusing on what habits and what routines do I need to have to get results, and what habits and routines do I need to have to keep these results long term. This is how you lose weight and you keep the weight off. If you stop doing the hacks that got you the results, you stop getting the results. The fat come back. that big old ass stomach come back. Stop doing that. Focus on habits that you can sustain long term. All right. That way you can keep the results long term. All right. Anyway, these are things you never want to do if you want to have a flat stomach. Hopefully y'all found this podcast helpful. We out of here. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.